So NTE is finally going to be released on April 29th, and a few hours ago, as I'm recording this video, they've also livestreamed their upcoming 1.0 version news. Now, as someone who has been playing NTE ever since the first closed beta test, I have some thoughts about it. And in this video, I want to cover most of the new stuff that's coming with 1.0 when compared to the previous CBT. So if you're looking for a more of a general overview of the game, you can check out my previous videos. But in this one, let's dive into the latest changes. Just full disclosure though, this is a sponsored video, so big thanks to NTE for the support. Anyway, so starting off with probably the most requested addition to the game, more vehicle models. And let me tell you, they are doubling down on this because they previewed some footage of go-kart racing inside the city, and then apparently we can also ride a freaking ghost wheelchair, but there was also a forklift, an ice cream van, cement truck, dump truck, and of course, who could forget a hot dog van. Point is, lots of new wacky vehicles to drive in 1.0, so I think that's a really good thing to see when the game is about to launch. The other big thing that's been getting a lot of views on social media was the dating system, and it seems like the devs are going to be further expanding it. They said they've brushed up a lot of the interactions and also added new ones. Honestly, I didn't dig too deep into this feature myself in the previous CBT, but here we can see some footage of our MC going to the movies, riding some sort of Ferris wheel, sharing a swing set together, playing in the arcade, and so on. So yeah, devs are absolutely doing their best to make these interactions feature-rich. On top of that, since driving around big city life can sometimes feel lonely, they're also adding a lot more random encounters of different characters, which I think is probably one of the best decisions to make if you want players to feel more immersed with the world and its cast. Otherwise, there was this big, or should I say seriously massive list of quality of life changes that they just dropped during the stream. I'm not gonna go through all of it, a lot of those details are quite granular, but I do want to mention some of the most impactful ones in my opinion. For example, they are paying attention to co-op because there was this mode in CBT, and it will also be on global version, called Bank Heist, and it looks like now you can do this combat/heist minigame together with other players, which is great because the more stuff you can do together in this game, the easier it is to help people break out of the usual monotony that gacha games can have sometimes. Not only that, the reward system will be revamped, so you can expect to unlock new vehicles and outfits by doing this mode by yourself or together with other players. Oh, and they also said there will be more racing tracks online, like this one shown here, which is pretty cool. Oh, and yeah, the fishing minigame has been further optimized, and now you can unlock these funky new outfits by playing it. Now, they've also showcased a lot of optimizations for the graphics. There was this quick side-by-side comparison of running NTE on a pretty low-budget RTX 4060. Before it was hovering around 60 FPS on 1080p. Now it seems they've optimized to run it upwards of 105 FPS. To me, this just means that hopefully the game has no problems running on lower-end systems. I know a lot of you play your games on laptops. Obviously, footage shown here is for desktop setup, so it will be interesting to see how laptops and mobile devices can handle the game. Otherwise, they also showcased a bit of ray tracing, looks pretty nice, but overall, as long as the game can run stable, that's what matters the most, at least in my opinion. And yeah, character models and their animations have also been updated. I especially like how a lot more natural looking the running animations look here, and it's really cool how each character has their own unique smartphone. But stepping away from the graphics, what about new stuff that's coming to 1.0 compared to the last CBT? Well, it looks like they're adding an entirely new story arc, and they revealed some of it in this promotional video. No idea what it's all about, but looks pretty dope, and there will be a couple of new bosses, like this Swallowtail, and it actually looks like a pretty trippy and original fight, which is great because I think NTE's biggest selling point besides big city life are the anomalies. And if you've been following NTE, you know there's quite a few bizarre encounters in the game already. Still, all of this is fine and dandy, but I know a lot of you out there, including myself, want to know about the gacha system and what rewards we can expect to see. Well, I mean, I know this is a sponsored video, but jeez, they're going pretty hard on freebies. Check this out. If you complete all the content in 1.0, you can expect to get around 470 total pulls. And they've also provided these breakdown tables of each activity and what it provides, but even just for showing up, you can easily get 120 plus pulls. Now, the blue dice here are used for standard banner, and red dice for featured banner, and then this Analyth currency can be used to buy any of the dice for 160 each. So even if you just go for the red dice only for featured banners, you can get 178 pulls this way. These tri-keys on the right are used for weapon gacha, but honestly, I am thinking of making a video to show everything you need to know how the gacha works and how free-to-play friendly this game will be. So keep an eye out. But overall, yeah, a lot of rewards given away, since the heart pity is 90 and there's no 50-50 at all. By the way, the first 2 featured unit banners have also been revealed. Phase 1, it will be Nanali. She's the cat girl who can shift gravity and walk on walls. She's pretty cool. And then Hotori has this ability to stop the time, and this literally works for big city life too. Everything stops around her when she uses this ability. Oh, and they've also gave us a sneak peek into new cast of characters from Enforcement Tactical Division 6. Also, there's going to be a beginner banner where you only need to spend 50 pulls total, and then you can pick any of the standard unit from the selector. So a really cheap way to just get any unit you want with minimal amount of summons required, in my opinion. Not bad. And then, yeah, there's also gonna be quite a few free characters we can obtain. I think the craziest one is Chiz because she is S rank and you can obtain her from doing city management activities. But the crazy part is that you can also obtain all 6 of her mind shards, which are like constellations for my Genshin viewers. So literally a maxed out S rank unit with all the dupes unlocked. And quick reminder, in this game, getting a dupe allows you to unlock and toggle any of their mind shard ability. So there's no specific so-called constellation you need to aim for. More copies simply means more ways you can customize character's power. But yeah, other than Chiz, the newly previewed Aurelia will be given away for free as well, as a 3rd day login reward. She looks pretty cute, and you can use her big jellyfish to swim around. Finally, Haniel will be given away as part of pre-registration rewards. So overall, a ton of free stuff, and you might be asking then, how will they monetize during 1.0? Well, the answer is, there are paid cosmetics for Nanali and Chiz, but I'm sure as always, there's tons of whales out there who will be max duping their favorite or all units. Lastly, the devs also announced a bunch of collabs. During launch, there will be a music collab with Persona 5 Royal and the Phantom X editions. Plus, good old Tower of Fantasy OST will be utilized as well. Plus, they've also mentioned there will be some kind of a gadget device you can use to listen to music even when not driving around the city. Finally, the collab with Porsche was also revealed. Not many details about it. Looks like at least one of the car models will be in the game, but they did mention this collab will have more details soon and it will be multifaceted. All in all, there were tons of details dispersed all over the place during the stream. I tried my best to collect everything into one place, and this is basically a stream recap, but I would also say it's more of a look into what you can expect from the 1.0 launch. I'm personally quite hyped, not gonna lie. I always prefer games where you can explore cities with your car, or motorcycle, or a wheelchair apparently. But yeah, one funny thing to note, they said this literally at the end of the stream. You know those UIDs we get in gacha games when we first create our account? They said in NTE, the numbers will be randomly generated, so you don't have to rush and be the first one to claim those multiple 0 UIDs. Pretty interesting way to handle this. Anyway, NTE is going to be available for pre-download on April 27th, global launch on April 29th, and I definitely recommend pre-registering to the game right now. You can use my link in the description to help support my channel. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will be covering NTE, and you can expect quite a few videos coming from me before and during the launch. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button on this video, and I'll see you soon.